Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey cousins, welcome back to the crib. Your favorite cousin MONIE here. I hope everyone is having a great day today. Hope everyone is enjoying their Friday. TGIF, we have made it to the weekend. So shout out to y'all. Please do me a favor and smash that like button on your way in as you get comfortable. If you are here for the first time, hey cousin, hit that subscribe button to join the family. We are on the road to 30K cousins. Today, we are talking about Tyler the Creator because right now he seems very fed up and not with the industry, not with other artists, but with his own fans, specifically his white fan base. And honestly, it's been a long time coming because recently, when news broke that neo soul legend DAngelo had passed away, the music world was pretty shaken up. For many of us, D'Angelo's music is a part of our DNA. I don't know about y'all, but I remember those trips to school, well, daycare initially for me, but I remember those trips to school, to work for my mom, those Saturday morning cleanup sessions, and she's playing Brown Sugar, she's playing Late, Nothing Even Matters with Lauryn Hill. I remember those mornings. I can vividly close my eyes and I can see those mornings. And then later growing up and discovering the video, How Does It Feel? Like, that song was made with a lot of soul, sensuality, and artistry. We were just saying this in a Discord. That was my first awakening as a woman. But D'Angelo wasn't just a singer, he was a cultural reset. He was the beginning, the end, and the middle for a lot of people, especially artists. Tyler the Creator has always said how much his sound, his look, his soul has shaped his artistry. Now, I don't know if it was more so in the beginning or more towards the end, but Tyler has been a very big fan of D'Angelo. And I'm actually just days before D'Angelo had passed, Tyler had been tweeting about soul and R&B. I believe someone shared a collection of their old CDs that had the Soul Food soundtrack, D'Angelo, Body and Soul, the mixtapes. Someone shared those and Tyler had commented on it, showing love to the exact artist who built the foundation for that type of neo soul black sound. So when news had hit, Tyler immediately posted a heartfelt tribute online, but instead of his fans showing respect, his comments were flooded with "Who's that? When's the sticky music video dropping? When are we gonna get another project?" As if he didn't just give you guys two projects in Chromacopia and Don't Tap the Glass. And I feel like that moment might have been his last straw. And he's not holding back because it's not like this was just a one off. Tyler has been trying to educate his fans for the last couple of years. I know recently with Chromacopia, the concert, he's been bringing vinyls to the shows, giving history lessons mid set, paying homage to legends like a Charlie Wilson, Erica Badu, DJ Drama, who he had on one of his recent albums. I think in Philly, he mentioned Jill Scott of all people, and it was like you could hear a pin drop in the venue. And it's like, you guys don't know who Jill Scott is? What is going on? And one viral tweet summed it up perfectly. It said Tyler's fan base hates black music, despite Tyler himself having a deep love for it. He liked the tweet, which says so much. And to understand why Tyler is frustrated, we have to rewind first because the fan base that he's upset with, it's one that he helped create at the end of the day. So we have to at least acknowledge that as well because in his earlier years, Bastard, Goblin, the Odd Future, Tumblr era, Tyler leaned into that shock value. He built his brand on being the rebellious suburban black kid who wasn't like the other urban black kids. Tyler was that oh, I have black friends. Tyler was that black friend. And on several occasions, he's mocked hip hop traditions, battle rap and freestyling. He made violent and edgy songs that flirted with dark humor and taboo topics. And that's the energy that attracted a certain kind of audience, a white, edgy, anti-black culture, black music. Those kids basically saw him as their way into rap music without having to engage with black culture in any real way. Does that make sense? At one point, Tyler even called himself ugly because his dad was Nigerian. Granted, I know his history with his father, his issues, but that's how deep his own internal conflict with identity ran as a black man. So when he now looks out into a sea of white faces at his shows and he realizes they don't respect or understand the black art that made him, that's the irony in all of this, because he's reaping what he sowed. And now, as an artist, Tyler has grown tremendously, because I'll be real with y'all, I didn't used to listen to Tyler the Creator because of all of those things I just named. He was not my cup of tea. I did not want to listen to his music because it was very off putting, it was very anti black to me. And albums like Flower Boy, Igor, Call Me If You Get Lost, Chromacopia, and Don't Tap the Glass have now shown a man who's matured, not only musically, but emotionally and socially. And he's paying homage to the greats, working with them, and finally embracing the depth of black artistry that always inspired him. But his core fan base, they're just stuck. They want that old Tyler the Creator. And he's like, that's not me anymore. But there's a cognitive dissonance between who Tyler is now and who his audience still think he is. They want, again, like I said, they want the edge lord, the shock value kid. He wants to be respected now as a composer, a director, a student of black music, but that's not the version they signed up for. And they want the version that they signed up for. And he's pushing back from it. There are situations where he said he hates the rapper label because it boxes him in. He wants to be seen as an artist who raps, not just a rapper. And while I understand what he means, it's understandable given how the industry often marginalizes black artists. It also reflects a lingering discomfort with the culture that raised him. The fight shouldn't be to escape the title rapper, it should be to elevate what a rapper means at the end of the day. That's what it should be. So at some point, Tyler has to address this head on, right? He has to own that his early career, his lyrics, his interviews, his trolling of hip hop all helped build an audience that was comfortable dismissing black art. Because the truth is, he made them feel comfortable mocking blackness, comfortable skipping the cultural homework, comfortable seeing Tyler as their entryway into a world they just did not have respect for. We get on Drake all the time about it. We have to get on Tyler too, because now he's trying to distance himself from that, and rightfully so. But it's uncomfortable to watch because we're seeing him wrestle with the consequences in real time. Tyler also isn't alone in this. Benny the Butcher just went on a rant 2 weeks ago. He recently called out the nerds ruining hip hop, not realizing that's literally your own fan base. A lot of artists aren't comfortable with confronting the audiences they've cultivated. They complain about the culture being misunderstood while refusing to acknowledge their own role and how we even got here. So I'll say all of that to say this. Tyler has spent years giving flowers to the elders of music, and he deserves credit for that. But he'll never really escape the disconnect until he addresses it out loud. The fact that early on he built his empire on shock, on rebellion, and on the comfort of fans who didn't have to see Black art to consume it, it's not too late for him to bridge that gap. But that means one, apologizing, confronting the past, and maybe accepting that not everyone he inspired deserves a seat at his table today. And at the end of the day, it's not just about who listens to your music, it's about who understands it. And then it starts to seep into legacy. What is my legacy going to be when it's all said and done? And I think DAngelo passing had him reflecting on legacy. This is what DAngelo's legacy is. When I look at my legacy, I don't want my legacy to be the disrespect of Black culture and Black art that I love today. And that's a scary thought. So he's pushing back, like I said earlier. So I don't know, cousins. How should Tyler the Creator handle this? Does he do it at a concert where all his audience is present? Does he do it in a live stream? Or does he sit down with a very reputable journalist and writer who can have a conversation with him, and that journalist don't go easy on him? That journalist asks him, how did we even get here, Tyler? What were you doing? Why were you championing this behavior early on in your life? And how do we fix it? Because a lot of people, they have these issues and they just get online and they just say things, but they don't have people who can give them pushback in that moment while they're discussing it. And I think that's what Tyler needs to come to a better understanding of this entire situation. So cousins, let me know your thoughts on this. How do you feel? How do you think Tyler the Creator should handle this? If you haven't already, please smash the like button on your way out. Share this video as well. I would appreciate that so much. Y'all be safe. I'll catch y'all at my next one. Later.
Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.